Hello everyone, welcome to my place. I had an interesting conversation with a friend of mine. Told me something that her sister said, and I told her, wow, I can use that on my next video. And here I am. What this is going to be talking about is the news. Why is the news critical for people to watch? Even I sometimes don't watch the news because sometimes you think there's bad things that you don't want to hear. But when the bad things that you don't want to hear is to help you in a situation that if you had the information at that time when it was on the news, it could keep you from getting robbed, killed, or put you not in a bad location that could do harm for you and your family. And that's the reason, the purpose of the news, to help you. So what does this got to do with Jehovah's Witnesses? Well, my friend was telling me her sister mentioned something to her, so she told me the story, what her sister told her. She asked me, do you remember on TV to have women walking up into the department of makeup, perfume and all that, and they have samples on a piece of paper of different types of perfume smell? I said, yes, I remember seeing that before. She said, now people are doing that in towns, but outside of the buildings, and they're getting women to sample perfume and see what they're paying on this perfume. And something happens when the woman smells the perfume. I'm going to use an example. Say someone takes perfume and put ammonia or bleach or something real strong. You take a whiff of that and you could get dizzy enough that that person can hurt you, knock you down, steal your pocketbook, or steal your keys or whatever to your vehicle. So this is going on. So the news bring this out to warn people of when someone approach you with this scam, you will be aware and knowing. Do not smell anything that someone is asking you to smell. So why this is very important for you to understand. Now, I remember hearing or seeing on the news, Jehovah's Witnesses come into a certain state. They bring in their convention, over 100,000 people to come into this town. They bring in money, they're doing this, and they're cleaning up the buildings to make it look pretty nice, and so it makes the appearance of Jehovah's Witnesses look really good. So I thought that was cool, but there's other parts of the news that Watchtower don't want you to watch. It's the bad part of Jehovah's Witnesses, the part that should be swept underneath the carpet or hide in the closet, and you lock the closet, put a chain around it so you don't open up that door. That's basically what Watchtower do not want you to know, because they have bad skeletons in the closet of information that could destroy your faith and destroy the belief system of your religion. Now, going back to what I was talking about earlier, Jehovah's Witnesses is like that man or woman coming up with their belief system on the piece of paper, and gradually you are getting delusional in a way, because you're believing what they're offering in these books and literatures. So actually you are mostly like a hypnosis being brainwashed, and just like taking a whiff of a paper when you thought it was something else. Just like my friend who I stay with, she gave me a thing of yogurt, and when I opened it up, I said, oh man, this is gonna be good. So I had my taste buds ready and everything, and next thing I know, when I put my spoon in, put it on my mouth was about ready to explode, because it wasn't yogurt, it was grape jelly. So I was really disappointed. So the thing is, people, that's why Jehovah's Witnesses are when they come to your door. They are not using the Bible correctly. They're not using the correct Bible. All they're offering you is literature that's being published by Watchtower headquarters. Now, if the Bible is superior of all knowledge for life and death, then why do you need books to teach you how to interpret the Bible? When they call it Bible aid, shouldn't the Bible be called Bible aid to test all the books and literatures Watchtower has published to see if it's accurate or telling the truth? My opinion, yes. Because when people have put down their literature and start using the Bible, it was able to destroy just about everything you learn from Watchtower's teaching. And when the Bible can do that, then it is an aid to you for accurate knowledge to help you so you don't get robbed, or different things like children coming into this organization getting molested by elders, minister servants, stepfathers, mothers who marry Jehovah's Witnesses who was in this religion. So people, that's the reason why the news is critical. They're warning you what the truth about Jehovah's Witnesses. They are a cult. They are a dangerous religion. They separate families. They separate children from families. Elders give families a choice to kick the person out of their home or the whole entire family would punish with the person who violated the rules and regulation of Watchtower's teaching. I was listening to a guy's video, and he made a lot of interesting points, but the point that all of us has the same feeling is when you disagree with Watchtower's teaching and have 100% of knowledge going using different books, history books, everything on the internet on a certain subject, and it disprove of Watchtower's certain things they keep holding on to their false teaching, just like the destruction of Jerusalem, which it was destroyed in 587. There's way too much facts and proof that when the first temple was destroyed. But when these elders said you had to take the basic foundation of the religion, that we don't believe in the Trinity, we don't believe in this or believe in that, just stick to what you know, because other religions believe hellfire, and a couple of other different doctrines. But the thing is, how much do you know what you know is truth or not? Just like if someone don't turn on the TV and find out how people scamming people. I mean, I have been getting phone calls from the Federal Observatory. Anyway, got to do with money. They want to give me $9,000, and I know this is a scam, because why would the federal government? Why would the federal government would be calling me and say I deserve to get $9,000? And we start questioning this person, they hang up. And this is not the one call. I had probably about 10 calls within probably 3 days. And they keep changing the phone number. When you call the phone number, it's not a non-working number. So basically, people's using numbers that's not even in service. How they do it, I have no clue. But the thing is, people, that's the reason why the governing body puts it out. You can't believe the media. You can't believe the internet. You can't believe real scholars, archaeologists, if I can say that word right. And these people have been in their career for many, many years. So, am I supposed to take information for people that are doing their job, or listen to a religion that makes their own rules, regulations, and history, prophecies? And when you start doing real research, you'll find out you have been lied to. Every one of us who came out of Jehovah's Witnesses has learned many things, and some of them has took a different course, believing in God, not believing God, only believing partial of God. And some of us is going into scriptures, learning to find if there's a religion out there to go to, if there's any truth in any religion is out there. But why do you need religion when the truth is right there in the Bible? I mean, it's true we're not going to understand a lot of things in the Bible. But you cannot join a false religion or a cult to find the answers to questions that you don't know how to interpret the Bible. You need to do research on these religions, these cults. Of course, they're not going to advertise. Oh yes, Jehovah's Witnesses did advertise. They had on their magazine, are we Christians or are we cults? Well, I learned what they are. They're not Christians. They're a cult. When you study cults, how they twist, brainwash people to believe in their belief system, then you are in a cult. And when I learn everything, then all of a sudden it's just like a giant light bulb, just boop, open the light in my mind. This is Jehovah's Witnesses religion. Because even when I question things, it got me in trouble. So that's the reason why people don't question elders. Because I remember my boss man, when I helped him on something that he couldn't figure out, he didn't like it because I figured out, and it took him about almost 4 months. He couldn't figure out something was wrong, why the sauna wasn't getting no chlorine into the pool. It was so simple. You have 4 units. Two of them goes to the pool, one of them, and 2 of them goes to the spa. You got your chlorine and you got your acid. The pool was working fine, so I looked at the way the tubings from the outside coming in, going to the unit to go to the swim pool. I figured that one out. So when I looked at the chlorine unit for the spa, it was pumping water from the pool actually it was pumping water from the spa back into the unit, into the chlorine tank. So that's the reason why they had to keep adding water to the spa, because it was losing water. But no one could figure that. Not even the pool lady was able to figure that out. And that was her job till they got rid of her. And they still had that problem. And it took me almost about less than 10 seconds to figure this out. 10 seconds over 4 months, and 2 different people could not figure it out. And then he had the nurse say, basically, I was wrong, he had to go get the book. I said, you don't need a book, just look at the hoses, the direction of the hoses. So I proved I was right, because I think that the hoses would switch, boom. It was weird, because he said, I was wondering why the chlorine was not emptying. It was always full. Duh. But the thing is, people, because I did a little bit of research by looking at a working system, the swimming pool, for example, then I was able to figure out why the spa was not getting chlorine. So simple. So, by educating yourself on cults and false religion, it's up to you if you still want to believe it, or you won't get out like we did. So people, the news is critical. When it brings you the truth, what Jehovah's Witnesses really are, what they've been taught by the governing body. Is Jehovah's Witnesses evil? It depends what part of evil you're talking about. If they are going door to door, lying to people, and with people giving evidence they're in a cult, then they are guilty, just like the ones has murdered people, committed pedophile. No, there are pedophiles, and because they're bringing more people into this religion, and that brings in more victims to this false religion. So you need to listen to the news when it talks about religions, because if they're talking real truth about religions, then they would be basically destroying all the apostates, making them look crazy, stupid, and try to shut me down, others down, for lying about the true religion. But when the facts and evidence we put out, what we learn, it's waking up a lot of people. It's giving people hope of understanding and gain knowledge about these cults, the false religions, so they can examine their religion, but see if they're in a cult. So stop believing what men tells you and use your mind and brain to determine. It's your life. Those men is not going to get you to go to heaven. They're not going to get you to live on earth, because when you're in a wicked organization, you are in a false religion. If you can't accept the fact you could be, then you are in a cult, because you're letting someone to use your mind, telling you what's right from wrong, when you can have that ability to do it yourself. So thank you for watching, and remember one thing. It doesn't matter those men up there, you think that they show more humble by showing the faces, because 20 years ago they didn't never show the faces. They never no one knew who they were, and all of a sudden they came out to show the faces. Yeah, because people was leaving an organization because they had no clue who their leaders were, no clue about these men. So that's the reason why they had to come out of hiding, because they was losing members on that one part. So that's the reason why they had to do something different to show people who they were, and still carry the lies of this organization. It's not and never will have anything to do with real truth from the Bible. So thank you for stopping by. Enjoy rest of your week.